Probando 1, 0, 1, 3, 0, 3, probando audio 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, probando audio. Ok, no hay mucho tiempo, así que debo de hacer esto un poco más rápido. Tres horas al parecer. Ah, 3 horas y recién voy. $45 de 3 horas. Nada, esto va a durar demasiado.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Great wisdom can be found in the smallest of objects.
Si juegas a mañana. De momento.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they hauled everything over,
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay.
Fruits from every corner of Quebec. Rare.
3 de estos. Y en teoría sale la feria.
Thank you for
Diarias canjeadas. Tres de 5. Ahora gasto. Bueno, el resto no necesariamente ahorita, así que sí, no, mejor para mañana. Ok. Solo podré avanzar un poquito por la hora, pero bueno. Esa. Volver a la historia. ¿En qué punto me habría quedado a hablar con Sandrone? La luna brilla en lo alto proyectando sus hilos, sin embargo su historia fluye en diferentes direcciones. El primer rayo de luna. Más cinemática.
Miss Androne, traveler.
Albedo y Durin.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too. She was just helping them sort through their things. How did your chat go?
That was fast. The call only just ended.
Hace poco.
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all.
El motivo de Lore lo sigue manteniendo vigente en la historia. Luego examina las notas que Sandrone le entrega.
If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething issues since trying to implement Renee's theory of the 4 orthants.
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still, computing power is the real issue here.
procesar toda la
How do
información.
you
del
plan to
pueblo.
solve it?
About that. It's been sorted.
Wow. ¿Cómo se solucionó todo?
Oh, with the traveler's help?
Me sobreestimas, Albedo. No conozco a la gente de Nvidia, así que no puedo proveer RAM.
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go, Hat Guy!
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked Albedo and I to come here?
Ujú. ¿Dónde está el aparente MVP de esto?
Come with me.
Ah, está meditando.
Hat Guy? What's happened to him?
Está meditando tranquilamente.
Hat Guy! Can you hear us? No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are currently shut down.
Hola, Chora, aquí muchas gracias por estar por aquí. Se agradece. ¿Qué tal todo? Por mi parte, probablemente hoy día no haga mucho avance, solo algo pequeño, media hora o menos de una hora, pero poco a poco. Tranquilo el día más o menos. Ya hoy día es miércoles, así que ya casi como la mitad de la semana. Hola, hizo una 12:45, muchas gracias por estar por aquí. Se agradece acá continuando la misión del Conte. Yo más o menos. Ok. Entiendo.
I presume this has something to do with the solution to your computing problem.
That's right. He and the traveler came to see me.
Un flashback de hace unos minutos.
Wait, what? You have a solution?
¿Cómo se soluciona el problema en las RAMs?
Would you calm down? Why do you always react so hysterically to everything?
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge complete strangers.
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that you have a temper.
Te conoce.
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Wow, Paimon quiere entrar a la universidad. Con el bigotito puesto. Me van a hacer todo y entrar a la universidad de Somero. A la madre.
Huh? Are you serious?
¿Es en serio?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself. She recognizes no one's skills but her own.
Claro, las suyas.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So, tell me, how do you propose to solve my computing power problem?
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information. If it's the world's future you're trying to calculate, you need a processing device that's designed to cope with that volume.
El mundo está procesando todo tipo de información. Un dispositivo de procesamiento que pueda soportar el peso de Teyvat. Oh, que ya entendí.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that kind of...
Espera, ¿Don Sombrero está conectado al Irminsul?
Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely we can't just plug my formula directly into the ley lines.
You should be able to tell that I'm not human, right?
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient. Very different from Fontaine's. It's a completely different system.
Es un sistema Inazuma, pero sí.
Conrian, to be precise.
Oh.
I'm what they would have called a puppet.
Tecnología de Canria. Espera, ¿qué? ¿La Shogun había usado tecnología de Canria para hacer las marionetas? Ah, su.
Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built them sought out the materials most suited for that purpose.
You? Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you to borrow my core for your calculations.
Confiar Confiamos en Sandrone para que use su centro computacional, la RAM de Don Sombrero. Ouch.
It was built using wood from a silver white tree, which makes it a small part of Irminsul.
Madera plateada. Una pequeña parte del Irminsul. Oh. Eso sí es un lore que no me recordaba.
It was built using wood from a silver white tree.
Un árbol plateado blanco.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Who in the world could have built you?
No es relevante.
Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover. You could die if you do this. You do realize that, don't you?
Así que eso era el sacrificio que él decía antes. Ouch.
I can put 2 and 2 together. Yes. No need to rub it in.
Sentido común, gracias.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before. I cannot guarantee your safety.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he... Are we really considering this?
En realidad no tengo idea de qué iba a hacer, pero asumo que quizás sí.
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me, and I trust you.
Eso. Él confía en mí porque resetear a Don Sombrero la base de datos de Teyvat. Y el Tabito confía en que Sandrone será jugable, exacto. Algún día será jugable. Así que está bien.
Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever reason, he lent me his core to use in my formula.
El centro computacional que lo mantiene en funcionamiento.
I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry, but I can only show you a sketch right now. This is what the core looks like.
Un núcleo se ve así. Así que así se ve la parte principal del sombrero. Con razón es Nemo.
A silver white branch. It certainly matches the legends told about Irminsul.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
50-50.
He's not gonna die, right?
In theory, he should be fine. As long as we put his core back in time. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now. Someone needs to watch over his body and make sure it's protected until the process completes.
Ah, entonces que yo avanzar aquí protegiendo a Don Sombrero.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two, and the Traveler. And the Traveler will have other work to do.
Bueno, sí. Lo siento, chicos. Su relevancia en la trama termina en ese punto, al parecer. Bueno, su presencia. Bueno, Don Sombrero.
He will have our undivided attention.
Aww.
On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end. I'll call everyone in for a meeting once the results are out.
Bueno. Después de instrucciones, Sandrone volvió a la pregunta original. Luego también se estuvo a hacer más preguntas y se unió a ella en la discusión. Upa y Mandurín se sitúan junto a Don Sombrero vigilando su cuerpo. Es la primera vez que lo ven meditando. Bueno, sí, es la primera vez. O sea, está meditando. Creo que solo en su tráiler había hecho así esa pose.
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A quiet death should have been my fate long ago.
Un fin silencioso. En el peor de los casos, o bien se ha reseteado un sombrero, como cuando lo conocimos en su misión legendaria. Después de borrarse del Irminsul, o deja de ser relevante en el lore. Espero que no sea ninguna de las dos, pero bueno. Lo hacen para que tenga más suspenso la historia.
A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it could be a true replacement for what I sought.
Es como otro órgano vital.
But in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Pretty funny when you think about it. It's like the punchline of my entire life. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara.
Otro ciclo.
I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human. What's with that expression? Isn't this a good thing?
Sanjoni will succeed.
She will. We all have to persevere until this is over.
En serio, está cool escuchar que el Tabito tenga más diálogos.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until a moment of victory arrives.
La percepción del tiempo se ha vuelto algo borrosa. Sube y retrocede con cada paso de Colombina. Silencioso, pero turbulento. Las palabras de autor resuenan en tu mente sin invitación previa. Estas 4 divisiones anclan el mundo y atan quienes viven en él. Las reglas que todo villano conoce los están poniendo a prueba. Supongo que con 4 se refiere a lo del petricor, los meridianos que había hecho de René y eso.
Who are you?
Colombina se encontró con sus hermanas mayores.
Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon.
Wow. Finalmente aparecen.
Sonnet. So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon?
Las diosas lunares y finalmente hacen acto de presencia en la historia.
Oh, goodness. You recognize me? Well then, what's your name?
Está curioso esto de la luna que tiene ahí atrás suyo.
Columbina. Columbina hyposelenia. Hyposelenia? What a lovely name. Did you choose it yourself? It was a joint effort between me and my friends. Friends? You mean your friends in the heavens? Huh? Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Hang in there. Let me introduce you to my older sisters.
Ah, entonces ella es la menor de las 3. Ya veo.
Do you mean the other 2 moon goddesses? Arya and Canon? Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean that our story goes on into the future? Oh, I guess that wasn't the best question to ask.
Spoilers. Esa pregunta es mucho spoiler.
It's alright. We were prepared for that possibility. You could say we were too prepared. I can't even remember how long my sisters and I have been here by this point. When did you get here? How long has it been? I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
Reúnete con las 3 diosas lunares.
Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell. I can hold out a while longer.
Wow.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you.
Arya y Soneto. No, pero Arya y Kano. No, sí, Are y Canon. Cada una con una forma. Se nota que sí, Colombina proviene de ella. Hola, el mito 7850 aquí, viendo las diosas lunares. Wow. Está bonito el diseño de los...
Sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me!
Puede que solo sea para ese momento, pero se nota el esfuerzo que le han dado a la historia. Oh.
It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future.
Hermanita.
The pleasure is all mine.
Wow.
Allow me to introduce you to Columbina hyposelenia.
No sé si es bueno o malo que ya no tenga una especie de símbolo de luna en la parte trasera. Bueno.
This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think hyposelenia's power is similar to
Es
yours?
que viene de la misma.
Hello, Columbina. I apologize for our startled reaction just now. And please, forgive our little sister if she's been annoying you. She tends to talk a lot.
Hermana parlanchina. La luna escarchada.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina hyposelenia. No one can hurt you here.
Could you tell me where here is? Please. I must know.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
Oh. El rey dragón Nibelungo. Así que aquí fue donde se han quedado el resto de la historia.
What? You're scaring her, Canon.
Oh.
No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Tevat.
Nibelungo.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond, to explore worlds vaster still.
Hola Red Bros, muchas gracias por estar por aquí. Y bueno, el juego sí vio. A bien o para mal, la IP de Genshin la planean hacer hasta 10 o 15 años, entonces aunque el juego, o mejor dicho, la historia de Teiva termine, seguramente habría un Genshin Impact 2 o algo así. Así que más que sigue es que tanto cambiaría. Probablemente en la historia algo, pero lo demás no mucho. Para bien o para mal. Pero bueno, muchas gracias por pasar aquí. Se agradece a Red Sprout. Se agradece por comentar y si te has suscrito, se agradecería. Y si no lo estás, se agradecería para así poco a poco llegar a 500 subs. Bueno, continuando la historia.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first descender arrived.
Panis.
The great ruler of the firmament.
El firmamento.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. But we did not reject them at first, nor did they seem to harbor ill intent towards this world. We coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
Quiero decir, aunque sean NPCs solo para esta historia, alguna que otra está ya más... Se le nota el toque en los detalles. No juego desde que hacía contenido de Genshin. Dale, bro. Uno más para el canal. Se agradece. Sí, te entiendo. Es... Por no sé cómo.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing desire to change and dominate the world.
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Tivat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power, to punish the civilizations of the world below.
Ok, estaba muteado, así que me perdí. Este huésped había manifestado el deseo de cambiar y dominar el mundo. Un orden que el rey dragón nunca nos... Sonnet estaba en contra.
All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
No, sería casi paranoica hacia el deseo de alguna forma de vida de buscar poder. O miedo. Panes.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was far too great.
Afortunadamente existe videos de gente que ha hecho de forma de resumida la historia lore de Genshin, así que uno puede verlo eso para saber la historia de forma resumida. Pero bueno, es como apreciar un poco el toque. Precio a pagar por romper será alto.
I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe, but still, too many lives were lost.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung, returned.
Nibelungo.
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So, that's the name the world gave that war in the future.
Así parece que sí.
Well, who won in the end?
Lo siento, no estuve atento a ese momento del lore de Nicole. Pero a ver, ¿qué dice Colombina?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They remained in Tivat, where they continue to rule to this day.
Permaneciendo en Tebas y continuando su gobierno. Sí.
And the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed.
Ah, entonces sí eliminaron a Nibelungo. Wow. Punto. Muy chocante para ella.
And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons in Tivat's skies?
Nope.
You can tell us the truth, Colombina. We know we are but remnants of a bygone age. We are prepared for the answer.
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament by the Heavenly Principles.
Solo queda ella, pero es como una carcasa vacía de lo que quedaba. De las 3, solo quedó ella. Cerramos ahí el cielo falso.
The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war. So death finally came for us in the end.
Solo quedó cercano.
Sonnet.
But you're still here, aren't you?
Eso es lo confuso. Esto es el pasado, ¿cómo rayos es?
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Colombina.
Oh no.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear. Because the frost moon is cut off by the false sky. How much worse it would have been if it were outright destroyed.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moons are destroyed,
Sus formas siguen estando ahí, pero cuando llegue el momento que sean destruidas, dejarán de estar.
then we shall disappear the moment we depart from it. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over.
En algún
Is
punto
that
tiene que
not why
volver al
you are
futuro.
here?
Volvemos al presente.
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. And identify nodes of potential change. Secondary process? Scan for moons. Still 4.
Cuatro.
The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along?
Obviamente sí.
Variables. Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Are there any variables there? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be... Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living moon. We just made that assumption ourselves.
Una luna viva.
Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter, moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or artificial. Get them out of my search results! Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Tibet, even after excluding the moon marrows. But we know for a fact that 2 of them are dead.
Todavía quedan 3 lunas.
Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to moons that have lunar authority and remain alive. Why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 moon sisters?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power, opening the moon gate at her command. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time flows in reverse there.
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return, but we have no way of knowing how, when, or where this might happen.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat. We cannot afford to simply wait for her.
Está curioso que Nicole pueda comunicarse con el dogo comunicador. ¿Será que lo usa para luego leer nuestras mentes o es como que una voz proyectada?
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone, she would have done so long ago.
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's so touch and go. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luana's harm might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, there must be some criteria we need to fulfill to allow Columbina to return to the present. The question is, what could they be?
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important!
Ah, era Sandrone. Pensaba que alguien más estaba comunicándose. No. Y con el presente después de escuchar a todo el grupo se alegra, pero siente que están una pista.
Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the past. And the clue to what she's done lies in the moon and Tevat's sky.
Las lunas en Tevat.
Truly amazing. Oh, I'm so delighted for her.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to get back here and fight by our side.
Grande barca.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her. But that's not an excuse for everyone else to slack off, okay?
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
Ahora el pasado.
It's hard to believe that's what will happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Tevat. I suppose it's no wonder that many would covet that power.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Tevat. That's so lovely. I always wanted to go down there and have some fun.
Have you ever tried leaving this prison?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything. But no matter where we go, this space will eventually bring us back here.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned us.
El momento de su confinamiento.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world?
Sorry?
They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki.
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Krai, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of Tevat you say is called Krai.
De Tevat al cielo. Hola, muchas gracias por pasar por aquí. Se parece acá avanzando un poquito la historia, poco a poco.
But there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What? Could you show us some of this Kuvaki hyposelenia? Maybe if we see it, it'll make more sense.
Okay.
La luz. Está bonito.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Krai. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway? Can they float in the air like us?
This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
¿Qué habría pasado en el momento y el de Columbina?
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need tri-lunar authority on par with that of our foe.
You mean... you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The three moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess will be a very painful process. And if anything goes wrong, it could tear you to pieces.
No sé cómo Doctor ha logrado el rechazo del Ibato.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. How will you take it outside this prison? Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his war. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Volvemos al presente.
Start! How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina? What do you need from us?
Sad.
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd write it down on a stone tablet somewhere in the hopes that we'd find it, do you?
Seems unlikely. Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Reikir of Solnari, and with whom we celebrated Moon Prayer Night. She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things, even our unique strengths and abilities. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago, what would she do?
¿Cambiar algo ahora o mostrar algo recién ahora?
Oh.
Exacto, luego notar. Y...
Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world, but for some other purpose? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her.
Una videollamada unilateral.
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rarer's past through his heart!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar, your eyes...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. Looking this far back into the past, it'll surely blind me.
Oh.
But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said, Yehoda? The day I lose my sight, the Curatorium of Secrets will be yours to run.
A su madre Yahoa.
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda.
Yes, Boss Neff. I promise.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frankly, it's almost criminal that I got away with it for this long.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office every day and make sure you're well looked after.
Bonito.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into backing out?
As if I could ever scare you. I'll assume you're just joking to calm your nerves.
Ahorita no estoy hablando mucho para hacer esto rápido y avanzar la historia.
All right, enough chit chat. Let's do this.
Cambiamos de cámara.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
El pasado de Lunatar, bueno, en realidad Colombina.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, and the sole surviving moon, the Frost Moon. I think I might know how to get back. But I will need my sister's help. Time to go talk it over with them.
Bueno, unas 3 días sobre todo dices. Con esto.
Have you decided what to do? I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that thing about not leaving here alive. Come on, let's go find the other two.
Aria.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What do you propose?
Bueno, hablar con calma.
Have you figured it out, Colombina?
¿Cómo dará sus poderes o...? No.
Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment, and then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. Not a single ray of moonlight. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them? You'll...
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Punto.
Your soul? You mean you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky, but I can still feel that it is there. In a similar way, I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now. My friends can use it to detect my presence.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible? On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority, but not the physical body.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave alive? Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Krai.
Ah, por eso no Krai tiene así Kobaki. Su cuerpo se... no.
That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this, so I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
El Kobaki, sí, el Kobaki.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by two older sisters all the time.
Colombina la hermanita pequeña.
Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too. How could I say no to that? Sonnet.
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The frost moon is rightfully yours, and it remains intact.
Oh, no, please, don't misunderstand me, Colombina. I was just... thinking back on the years that the three of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frost Moon Scions, your lovely, kindly friends. For the three of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat. It is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future.
Bueno, futuro próspero es dependiendo de la zona o situación. O sea, el abismo en Atlan, catástrofe de Canria y algunos que otros sucesos que han pasado, sus altos y sus bajos ha tenido.
If your plan can save them, and save Krai, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we proceed.
Certainly. What is it?
Why do you cover your eyes?
Una pregunta razonable.
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude.
Otra razón para acabar con el orden celestial. Bueno, sí, un poquito.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart,
until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But at the same time, you likely missed out on many true and precious things, like the smiles on your friends' faces. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, open your eyes, take a look at the world around you, and see your friends. I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return. But that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Aria, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
¿Se agarran las manos? No, se pone en el centro.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Pues cada una de ellas se va y se lo entran a Colombina.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Diosa trilunar. Está bonito el efecto.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still take place.
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we speak.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human. That's all this is. The final destination of our lives. Canon and I will be by your side the whole way.
Ahora sí entendí por qué la carita triste. En definitiva, un momento triste.
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course. Sonnet.
Yes?
Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, Hypo. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm not afraid. As long as my sisters are with me, I won't be afraid.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Y se van.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Las médulas lunares.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body too. May it become the moonlight that keeps not Krai company through the long years ahead. So this is why Not Krai was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land, and only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because it is me, my body, answering the call of my soul.
Su cuerpo respondiendo a su alma.
And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul, which I am about to leave here to guide me. O power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future.
Siento que si viene
May
cinemática
it be a
sería-
companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
Y ya terminó. Ahora, ¿cómo rescatará la Columbina al futuro? Guardando.
Boss! That was crazy! Were we even allowed to see that? Is anyone? Can you still see? How many?
I see 2 fingers and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Sigue viendo, ala.
Can you still see? How many fingers am I holding up?
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet they remain as sharp as ever.
El origen de Tebat y aún así sigue estando normal.
Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that even time itself is no match for your medical skills.
Surely you jest, Mr. Flins. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take and purposely set aside some of her power in the past to protect Nefer's eyes when this moment arrived. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth, but it seems that this time Columbina has shouldered that burden on our behalf.
Grande Colombina.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so perceptive. She knows us well. She knew exactly how we would think. Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the same possibilities and seizing the same opportunities.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance, we can do something.
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Bueno, ya sabemos qué pasó. Ahora, ¿cómo planear en base a ello?
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next moves.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Yeah, batalla full scale no Krai.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead. Where should we begin?
No sé, hace gracia la frase. Todos hablan. La batalla que se avecina está llena de contenedores. Puede decir hasta dónde se podría llegar el control de autores sobre las tres lunas. La batalla final, sí. Eso sería otro día porque hoy por tiempos no podría, pero a ver hasta dónde me deja. Todos saben que una cuerda trenzada no se rompe fácilmente. Ir avanzando.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my existence. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work.
Y avanza.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Sí.
Yeah.
Ok. Parece ser que todavía no puedo dejar.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power.
El poder del mundo.
But I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
Mucha teoría.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and actually stand a chance of summoning Barbados himself.
Así, Mondstadt ayuda y Venti de alguna manera aparece con una botellita de vino al lado, pero sí, acá es tierras extranjeras.
Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevat's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Actually, yes. Yes, it probably is.
It's a shame.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also gave us you, didn't it?
Eso, Tevat se ha enfrentado a un cataclismo de su propia destrucción, pero aún así Barca llegó a seguir vivo, así que al punto de que nacer. Todo saldrá bien.
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, I don't think it's a question of if they'll fail, but when. Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. First it was his lab, then the design bureau, and now this. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Krai. Rather, our goal should be to stall him for as long as possible. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation, so let's assume they are. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Columbina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with building the defenses?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what comes next. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now. I'm asking you to lend us your protection.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy to agree to the change in location, then yes, let's do that.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Mondstadt va a tener una situación muy peligrosa o qué será antes de lo que imaginaba.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed. I always like to be prepared.
Noticia sorprendente pero buena.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. To humbly serve as a reliable and responsible guide. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition of your great virtue. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
Bueno, ahora sí ya. La caída de la luna, reunirte con los primeros. Bueno, ya tengo que terminar esto, así que muchas gracias a todos los que se pasan por aquí, se agradece. Bueno, muchas gracias. Se cuidan y hasta otra. Adiós, chau. Bye bye.